Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Doug at Lakeside Ranch. Yeah, we got another motor on the stand. This is the machine I was talking about last night that came in. The guy bought this thing on eBay, and he paid all the money. And what happened is he quickly decided that he paid all the money for a machine that has issues, and big issues. So I'm a little cramped for space here, guys, but I'm going to see if I can do this for you, and hopefully some of this will show up. What we're working on is a 57 Evinrude 15 horsepower electric start. This is a fairly rare machine. There's not a bunch of these around anymore, but he bought it based on the condition, and the condition isn't terrible. And look at this, it even came with a $100 two-line connector. We have the two-line connector. I know we can see that. I have a tank that this will run with, but the problem with this motor is it doesn't run. I can't turn it over. He fell in love with it based on this. There you go. Good afternoon, welcome back to Lakeside Ranch. I'm Doug, I'm your host. Today we're looking at a 1957 Evinrude 15 horsepower electric start. This is the machine I alluded to last night in the video. We were talking about Jeff Chance, but excuse me. Gentleman fell in love with this motor and decided he was going to pay all the money. So he bought it based on cosmetics and the fact that it's old and he likes old stuff, and his mind got a little ahead of him. Then his money got really ahead of him. He spent more money on this motor than you would on a new computer. And I know everybody out there watching me, hopefully in high def, owns a computer. So this is the kind of money we're talking about. This motor's worth about $100 on a good day, because it does have a lot of good parts, but it doesn't run, so it doesn't have any value. So that said, let me put my iced coffee down. I want you to get a good look at this power head. And again, 1957. Look at this stuff. Is this crazy? And look at this. It's a complete motor. Right down to the propeller. So it's really a shame. I haven't had this apart yet, so I'm going to learn, and we're going to learn together. So without any further delay here, let's get started and see what's going on. The classic old motors like this, really easy to take apart. By the way, this is aluminum. This is not that plastic stuff that we have on the older, the Red Johnson that everybody loves so much. This is metal. So we're going to remove one choke knob, and then we're going to remove two screws. And there's nothing going on this side, guys. You're not missing anything. But I just want to get this cowl off of here. And when we get it apart, I'll take you off the stand and we'll do a quick walk around. But these things are cool. Every time I take one of these apart, it makes me smile. Okay, so let's see if we can get this bad boy off of here. All right. Yeah, we'll leave the recoil on. There we go. Again, look at the condition of the inner case. I mean, this is crazy how clean this thing is. Original decal there with the fuel mix and stuff. This is nuts. So, anyway, that's that. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the cylinder head off, because I have reason to believe that this thing's either got a broken rod, because see, I cannot move the flywheel. It's either got a broken rod or it's got a major internal problem. And if it's not a connecting rod, it's probably, my second guess with these old timers, the head gasket fails and you end up with water in the cylinder. And we all know when that happens, the metal no longer gets along and seizure is imminent. So I'm thinking that's what happened here. So, and I leave all the bolts in the head because some of the motors are different, and rather than having to look them all up, I can just slam it right back on. Okay, haha, there you go. Here's our first indication. Look at the lower cylinder. See the carbon in there? Yeah, check that out. That's beautiful, huh? Okay, I think we've just determined our first problem, why the motor doesn't turn over. And this bolt is going to come out here. Okay. Let's see if we can make this a little more visible for you. If this will tilt, we can. Okay. All right. Let's take you up here so we can show you what I see. This poor guy's going to be very unhappy when I call him and tell him what I found. Okay. It's a 2-cylinder, obviously. 15 horsepower, as I mentioned. And look at the cylinders. Look at the debris in there. The top one is totally normal. The bottom one, not. I don't see any cracks in the water jacket. So that indicates we took water. See the mud in there? And again, you know, he bought this thing based on a quick decision, I guess. And now he's having buyer's remorse, I guess is the word for it. And he saw it on eBay. He waited till the ad expired and he bought it outside of eBay. So he does not have that buyer protection thing going on. Classic Evinrude. This blue color is almost a direct match to that blue liquid Darren uses when he's checking his sprayer. That trick he learned from SRT, or this Shut Your Face Garage boys, Matt and company. Anyway, there she be, and it's a shame. I mean, look at this. We've even got the correct propeller hub. This is a shear pin drive, by the way. The correct hub cover's on this. The paint's a little scuffed up. We shipped that over to Neil across the pond. He'll powder coat it. This thing will be gorgeous. But I believe this is going to be a hanger queen. This thing is not going to see water. And it's kind of a shame because the condition of this thing is phenomenal. And to find a small horsepower like this, 15, with electric start, look at the condition of this thing. Look at this. Is that crazy or what? And John, Jeb Chance, there's that air silencer we talk about right there, brother. This guy. This one's blue because it's bigger. Doesn't matter. And we got the full goings on over here. Let me turn this at the angle the motor's at. Choke solenoid on the bottom. Carburetor linkage. It is a manual and electric choke. It does have both. And let me show you the starter. This is kind of a conversation piece because the starter motors on these things, if I can get this thing to focus, See that plate? It's brass. It's riveted on the starter motor. Musty wanted like that. He's into the old stuff with the quality. Look at the condition of this thing. I know I keep saying that, but I'm blown away by some of these things, how well preserved they are. Because this thing could have been broken 40 years ago and stored. You know, we'll never know. Even the fuel separator. The condition of that thing. The bowl, the original clamps are on the 2-line hoses. This uses a pressure tank, guys. There's one of our favorites right there. That's an original Evinrude 2-line pressure tank. That's an old timer. That came out of a barn. See the debris on it? But it's the same as our guy over here that we know and love. This one makes it into all the videos. And his brother here, we got to give him a little love too. Okay, I'm going to shut it off because my work here is done. I can't go any further with this thing until I speak to the gentleman. But I thought I'd share it with you because it's a classic. And look at the condition of that thing. The paint's a little faded, so be it. You know, I'm a little faded too. But 1957. Alright guys, Murphy's Law prevails sometimes with old outboards. It's just kind of the way it goes. So we put the power head to bed over here. It's done. We're waiting for its owner. And that was another one of our video stars earlier. So, alright, thanks for watching guys. Hope everybody's okay in the hurricane. It's not over till it's over. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. The owner of this one is a Pats fan. Can you tell? There you go. Late model. That's a 61. That's a 10. Yeah, it's a Seahorse. And it's complete right down to the propeller. It's all there. These are all the guys in waiting that I haven't had time to get to yet. There's more, but these are the next, kind of the next up, if you will. So, just thought I'd share that with you. Little bonus footage for what it's worth, because it's almost football season. So, there you go. Later, guys.